Alright, so guys, Hood Tour Season 7, Episode 44. Which, holy shit, that means this season's almost done. I think it's 44. Let me look. It ain't gonna be hard for me to look, so. Yep, 44. I'm not gonna fucking screen record the bike map today, so trying to figure out an alternative solution so I don't have to use my actual phone, you know, because I can't get at the boxes because they're at the bottom of the fucking bin, you know, so I might see if I can use my iPhone 6. Sorry, I drew a blank. I'm going to see if I can use my iPhone 6 to do it. I just got to get the thing charged and whatever, so and I gotta download the app and all that, so I'm gonna go to Quick Trip for lunch again because it's fast and easy, so. And it's clear that I'm not gonna go to Main Street today. I was thinking about doing it, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because the sky's dark that way and it's coming this way, so. I'm a little upset, you know, and I'm not mad that he didn't buy it, but, you know, I'm just upset it didn't get bought. So I had brought a camera in for Tony to look at. I said I asked Autumn, I think it was right before I went camping. I think it was that week before. Yeah, I went camping, or that week, one of the two. I asked Autumn, I was like, hey, you know anybody looking for action cameras? And she's like, I know, yeah. Tony's like he's looking for a camera, for a camera to take pictures. I said, my action cameras take pictures, but I don't think the picture quality is going to be the greatest. So you never took pictures of them? I'm like, no, I used them for video. And I said the video quality with those kind of sucked. Well, they weren't bad, but not as clear as what the GoPros are. She's like, oh, now I see what you're saying. The frame rate's faster, clearer picture, and just better quality video, picture and whatever. So she's like, I got to talk to him one day. He's like, bring it in, and I'll look at it. I'm like, okay. He's like, $20, right? I'm like, yep. Because I told Autumn, and she relayed to him for me. I said, I'm asking $20. I got 3 of them, asking $20 a piece, or 60 for all. If you buy all 3, it's gonna be $60, or it's gonna be $20 a piece. And he's like, okay. She told him. And me and Tony were talking about it before he left that day that I told Autumn. And Tony's like, you're asking $20, right? I'm like, yep. He's like, all right, bring it in. I'll let you know. I was like, all right, thank you, sir. I thanked him for, at least acknowledging the camera and looking at it. And I was being polite about it, and I was hoping that he'd buy it, but it wouldn't have been, it wasn't going to be a big deal if he didn't. And it's not a big deal, and it's all right. No, and now I got to fucking, I made my list, because I got a steno book, or however you say it. It's S-T-E-N-O. I think it's how it's spelled without looking at it. Or S-T-E-I-N-O. One of the two. And I had put, Tony, what he's buying, or how I do it. So it's obviously the book that has the red line that runs down the middle of each page on the front and back. And I put, what I do, or how I set it up, I did a little bit backwards for some. But what I did was I put who's buying, or the name of the person that's buying an item, what they're buying underneath the person's name, and what they're going to be paying, or what they are going to pay, and then if they paid or not. If they didn't pay yet, I'd leave the line blank. If they paid, I'll put paid. So now I had Tony set up, kind of baking these in the, by, by the camera, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get ready because I'm hoping that he's gonna buy it, and if he does, I'll be ready. So now I gotta wait, take white out, just white it out, and then just put somebody else there, and then I'll be back to square one then. And I'll get back to square one then, and whatever, and